Okay, so I need an RF cable power switch. Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm talking about wires. I don't know why I'm talking about wires, but here I am. I'm talking about wires. And I'm sure a lot of you who have your collections, you have multiple systems, you got TVs. I mean, let's just face it. Our homes are now like literally littered in electronics. And it's not just the stuff we're using, but it's the stuff we're not using. And I have this box that I've just kind of had for a long time. And you know, there's so many things in here. I mean, like, look at this. Look, that's like spaghetti. And there's just, you know, how much of this stuff am I actually going to need? Now, recently I've been doing a few videos, or response to videos about collections and collection sizes. And, you know, is it good or bad to, you know, to have big collections of video games and all that other kind of fun stuff? But on the flip side, this is the kind of the bad side of collecting, because you kind of end up thinking you're going to need all these wires at some point. And then I got like so many different kinds of wires in here, I don't even know what is in here half the time. And most of the time I have to like dig through this thing, like literally dump it out on the floor like a kid playing with Legos. I mean, you just got to know what these wires all do. Like this one here is an RCA cable, and you know, it was given to me from a friend who said that these are really, really good. Hook them up to your system. Don't use the crappy ones. And so, you know, I've used a few of them already. He gave me a whole bunch, and yeah, they work really well. Some of them don't because there's the shields on them. But, you know, I kind of know what that does, so we can throw that over there. This is like cable for, you know, cable TV. Really weird that I would, you know, have all this cable. But there's all these other miscellaneous things in here. Something like a PlayStation controller. How did that get in there? Oh, that's weird. Put that aside. Power bar. And all kinds of wacky stuff. Oh, this looks like it's a cable for Commodore 64. I'm going to need that. But how many of you out there just manage to keep a lot of these things, like power cords, power bars? What is that? Like, what does that connect into? And I find that I have so many different things in here, I don't even know if I even know what they plug into. I mean, this one looks like it was from a router. But which router? Will I ever be able to use this again? Is there a point in even carrying that? There's just so much random stuff. I can't even sort through it properly. I mean, oh look. I see some more RCA cables down in there. Oh, this is a nice surprise. This must be the router I was talking about. Probably never use this again. Why am I keeping this? Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. And I'm sure, like I said, a lot of you have run into this problem. Now, the question is, what do I do? Is it something where I just kind of like sort through them? Do I keep them? Do I start throwing them out? Because you never know, right? It's one of those, am I going to ever need this? Am I going to run across something that's going to require a certain kind of wire? Now, most of my video game systems, like, I try to keep the specific wires with them. For instance, my Sega Genesis, or, you know, well, for the Nintendo, it's just RCA cables or whatever. And, you know, there's those little switch box things that you can switch the game switch boxes. I have a bunch of those kicking around, and I tend to keep those in there. But all these other cables that I needed at one point or another, like, what is this? I think that's from my Nintendo. What is that? And that looked like a Nintendo 64 thingy or something. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a charger for something. Oh, and an S-Video cable. I remember needing this for my laptop, and I wanted to hook it up to my TV. I don't even know if that even will happen anymore. But yeah, so what are your solutions? Like, do you keep these things? Do you label them? Do you throw them out after you know that the product that you use it for is dead and gone? I'm sure everybody has a box like this somewhere. It's just kind of funny that, you know, I was just sifting through, looking for a cable, and, you know, at one point I remember when I got my Atari Flashback Portable, I wanted to figure out how to hook it up to the TV. And surprisingly, digging through this box, I had a wire that could do that. I don't even know when I bought it. I don't know why I bought it. It was such an obscure thing. It was like the two RCA cables on one end and kind of like a phono jack on the other. I have no idea where I got that from. Maybe it was just passed down to me from somebody else's junk pile. And this is just one junk pile. Like, I have piles everywhere of junk that I need to sort through. And perhaps you do too. And this kind of coincides with your collection. It's kind of a, I don't know, necessary evil. If you want to collect video games, if you want to collect things, you're probably going to end up with these miscellaneous things, these wires that at some point in time you will have no idea what they do, and you'll even wonder why the heck you're keeping them. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw this out there as kind of a fun video, just to get people talking and share your stories about your spaghetti wires, and let's see if we can come to some kind of, like, I don't know, way to solve these problems. I'm sure some of you might have some tips and tricks on how to handle this type of thing. In fact, I remember seeing, I think a neighbor used to do it. They would actually, like, tie everything together with twist ties and put them on hooks and label each one. Now that gets a little bit time consuming. You gotta have the space for that, so I don't know if that'll ever be me. But in the meantime, I'm going to stick with my box of spaghetti. Perhaps I'll get some sauce and some, who knows, Parmesan cheese to go with it. And eventually I'll come up with a solution, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Throw your comments down below. Let me know what you do. Do you chuck these things? Do you keep these things? Do you have the same problem? Am I just going on about wires for no reason? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.